guys, welcome back to reading class. You should be watching this on Monday. You get vacations very, very soon. I'm very excited. Your Independence Day is tomorrow. But before we get there, we have some reading class to do. So take out your reading page that is Reading Comprehension 5. It has a little 5 in the paw print up there in the corner. That's what the picture looks like. There's no title. You are going to choose your own title, and that's why there's no title on your homework sheet. So pause your video and get that out now if you don't have it. Okay. We're going to read this together. Jake's bedroom was a place of wonder and adventure. He never knew what surprises waited for him when he opened his door and walked inside. Sometimes he found himself on the great high seas, surrounded by fierce storms and waves as tall as his ship. Bravely, he lunged toward the wildly spinning wheel and slowly turned the great ship toward safety. Let's stop there for a second. So, the first word that I want to point out to you is that word surrounded. That means it's all around, completely around. And then fierce, that's like very fuerte and a little bit scary, kind of gives you miedo. Bravely, he lunged. Lunge is to go forward, really quickly. To kind of jerk forward is lunge. So bravely he lunged, jumped forward, saltar towards the wildly, kind of crazy, spinning, going around and around wheel, and slowly he turned the great ship towards safety. Sometimes when he entered his room, he was a mighty general, leading his troop around the enemy. Bombs sounded all around his army, but he courageously led them to victory. Okay, so that means, a veces, when he would come into his room, he was a mighty general. So someone who's in charge of a lot of soldados, and that's what the troop is. That's a group of soldados. Bombs surrounded his little army, but he courageously led them to victory. Other times, his room was a wild jungle to be explored, so a jungla, or a dangerously hot desert to be crossed, or a mystery crime scene to be solved. Jake loved his adventures, and he couldn't wait to rush upstairs and carefully open that door. So Jake would play around in his room, and he would imagine that different things were happening in his room. So sometimes it would be, like I said, the wild jungla that he would have to explore, or it would be a desierto, that's peligroso, that he would need to cross, or maybe it was a lugar where algo misterio pasó. And Jake aman su aventuras, and so he would run, he would correr upstairs to his cuarto, cuidadosamente abría la puerta, and his aventura would empezar. So now you need to decide what would be a good title for this story. What would you call this title in English, where Jake would have, in his imagination, a lot of adventures? So you get to choose what you think it should be called. Flip over your page. Follow the directions. So number 1, you need to circle the correct answer. This story takes place on the ocean, on a battlefield, in a jungle, or in Jake's bedroom. Number 2, what is a good title for this story? Write your title here and at the top of the story. So you need to write it in both places, right here and right here. Number 3, unscramble the word below to find out what made Jake's bedroom special. Now this is a hard one. See how this little letter right here is a little bit different color? That's because that's the letter you need to start with. Now, I already used this word when I was describing what he does in his bedroom. I said he uses his what? So what word did I use? If you need to rewind a little bit to try to figure that out, you can do that. So that's the word you need to, your letters are all mixed up and you need to put them in the right order so they say that word. Okay, that was your reading page for today. Let's look at your phonics. So in our last phonics, we learned the K and E rule. K goes with I and E, C before the other 3, A, O, and U. This time we're learning that when the letters L, F, and S come come at the end of a short word. L, F, and S come at the end of a short word. You have to double them, so you have to do 2 of them when they come at the end of a short word. We double our consonant. So look at this word, bell. L is at the end, so we use 2. And it just makes one sound, just one L sound. It's not 2. It doesn't make the same sound that it does in Spanish. It just makes the one sound. Bell, not bell, bell. Cuff, cuff. Toss, toss. All right, look at your page. You should have page 11 out. Looks like this with a little mushroom. Okay. You need to write double L, double F, or double S to finish the words. So, would it be fill, fifth, or fis? Which one is actually a word? Fill, it means to llenar, so you need to use the double L. Tell, tef, or tes. Tell, that's to decir. Muff, mo, or mus. This actually could be one of 2. You could pick either muff, that's something that you would, it's like a blanket that you put over something, you wrap around it to keep it warm. So we have a muff for your hands, you wrap it around your hands to keep them warm when it's really, really cold, or you put it over your ears and it keeps your ears warm when you're out in the cold. So muff or muss. Muss is like to mess something up, to make it dirty. So if you go like that with your hair, you muss your hair. So either one. Muss is not a very common word, but it is a word. All right? Mill, miss, or miff. That one you could choose any of those. Mill, miff, or miss. Those are all words in English, so you get to decide. All right, number 2, mark the vowels, read the words. So you need to mark the vowel with a smile if it's short, or with a stick over it if it's long, and cross out the silent E. Or the second vowel, cross out the second vowel because it's silent. Number 3, circle the correct word. Liz will bake a cake, C-A-K-E, or cake, K-A-K-E. Remember, K goes with, and C before the other 3. So use that to help you decide. Same thing with your second sentence. Jake and Dad made a kite, or kite, C-I-T-E or K-I-T-E. Now we're going to go to the dictation. First word is kid. Kid. Second word right next to it in that little box, cab. Cab. So you should have the first 2 blanks right here filled in. Kid, cab. Now go to the second little box. You're going to do the words right here. Set. Set. Next word. Fake. Fake. Think carefully, long A sound. How would you do that? And now that line down at the bottom. There's 4 words down here. Okay. Your first word is sell. Sell. Word 2, muff. Muff. Don't forget, pause the video if I'm going too fast. Third word, loss. Loss. And the last word, well. Well. All right, turn your page. Number 1, mark the vowels, read the words. So this box is exactly like the box on page 11. So this one I'm going to do some of them with you and follow the same example for the box on page 11. So look at this. Cube. I have 2 vowels, So when there are two vowels in a word, the first one says it's long sound, and the second one is silent. So we show that by putting a stick over the first vowel to show it says it's long sound, and crossing out the second vowel. So when you have two vowels, stick over the first one to show it says it's long sound, cross out the second one. Cube. Read this word. Poke. Very good. So long sound, silent. Read this word. This is an O, by the way. Might be hard to see on your screen. Log. That's right, log. One vowel, so it says it's short sound. We mark it with a smile. All right, so finish up the rest of those. Number 2 says write the blend for each picture. So you did something like this in the last lesson. You just write the first consonant sound with the vowel. So I'm going to read off, or I'm going to say what each word is. So you write the first consonant sound and the first vowel you hear. So the first picture is box. Box. Picture 2, necklace. Necklace. Just the first consonant and the first vowel sound you hear. Necklace. Necklace. So you want to write necklace. Third picture, mittens. 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 And the last picture is duck. Duck. All right, section 3. Write C or K, color the pictures. So I'm going to read off what each picture is of, and you have to decide, does that start with a C or a K? Remember your rule. K goes with I and E, C before the other 3, A, O, and U. So the first picture is of a cab. Cab. That's just another word for taxi. Cab. The second picture going across is key. Key. Next picture, so go down all the way over. There's a foot with a soccer ball. Kick. Kick. So just kick, start with K or C. And the last one, cup. Cup. Okay, and then number 4, you need to circle the correct word that goes with the picture. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.